Oh, that's like, hi, everybody. So
Hi.
excited to have my friend Hilary and dun, da, 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 yay,
Hunter.
Hunter. So incredibly cute. Oh my God. Well, I am so glad that you brought Hunter in to meet with us today. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And it goes hand in hand with the topic work-life balance. And Hunter's what, like almost 3 months old now?
Yeah, he actually is right on the nose here. He came 2 months early. And so we had 2 months of being in the NICU. I was only pregnant for 7 months, which is crazy. So
Wow.
he's been home. Hey, Nick, can you take the baby? He's having a little bit of like the meltdown, it seems like.
Well, he is not
Sorry.
bothering me at all, so don't you worry about it. He is
Thank
welcome to have
you.
his meltdown.
But usually, as an agent, what we used to do is like we would do all this stuff throughout the day. We would do a lot of busy work. We would kind of expend all of our time into certain things. But what I've learned by having him, especially going through the NICU experience and having him home, especially, is my life is in 3 hour blocks
Yeah.
because between his care times, feeding, diaper, all that kind of stuff, to being able to really be productive in what we do and and everything. I'm still selling. It's so funny because I listed a house like that week. I listed a house and had a client buy a house like the week that I was delivering.
Oh,
And
really?
I've continued to, I'm going to be listing a house tomorrow. I've continued to have clients buy properties since. I have a couple of properties under contract, and everyone's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, you know, we have the freedom to do this because it's not a 24/7 job,
Yeah.
but we just have to do it the right way, not just because um we have to really put our good focus and our good foot forward on everything that we do, right? So, yeah.
So that's exactly right. So now you know that you have 3 hours. You have so many hours that he's going to be good and quiet. So you hammer it out, right? Whether it be
Yeah.
phone calls or whatever it is that I found when my kids were smaller, um, it definitely got me in a schedule, right?
It's definitely put me into a schedule. We kind of played off of the NICU schedule. So it's like 7:30, 10:30, 1:30, 4:30, and it just keeps going. So that's really helped us
Yeah.
because even if I'm doing a 4:30 a.m. or a 4:30 p.m. um time with him, at least now I know even 4:30 in the morning, people might get an email from me. But sometimes we do our best thinking in the middle of the night or in the shower. So it's like as you're trying to make sure that you're not dropping a ball on something, it's been more productive
Mhm.
because of these time blocks.
And I found when I first had my children, yeah, maybe about 3 months old. I was trying to figure out how old they were. I felt like I was really productive, and I felt like it might have been the vitamins, like the
Yeah.
supplemental vitamins I was on, but I was like, "Holy cow." Like, I
It
could do
makes you
anything in these 3-hour time blocks. It's, like, kind of
Yeah.
amazing when you
Well,
put
and
your
you
mind
also
to
are
it.
like sleeping a certain time. And even if you're exhausted, it's something about it being a parent is you have to care for something a little bit more now, right? So it's not just caring about you or caring about your clients, it's caring about something else. So that being now needs to be 100% of your attention, but your clients are also the same. And I feel like I'm doing even more for my clients now
Mhm.
because I'm doing it as a parent mindset. It's kind of interesting.
Oh, that's kind
Like,
of fun. Never thought about it that way.
yeah, like I'm going a little bit more over the top and I'm also like kind of just when someone says, "Oh, I really like this type of coffee," or "I really like this," or whatever, I'm like going a little bit more than I used to, and it's kind of interesting.
That's kind of fun.
So
And Eric, you just missed it. You logged in like 2 seconds too late. We just met the baby. Maybe she'll get the baby back in a minute. She can do another.
yeah,
Yes, we just met the baby 2 seconds ago.
yeah, he's having a little bit of a witching hour this hour of the day, but
Yeah, that's common. So then how are you doing, Hillary? And do you have somebody to help you with Hunter?
yeah, my husband is works from home, but he also does travel, and then my mom is down the road part-time, and we are finding our groove into, as long as I have someone like walk the dogs and everything, I
Mm,
can kind of handle him. So that's really been the plan of it. And we have the luxury with our job to quote make our own schedule. I have an open house Wednesday and an open house Saturday.
Oh, bless you.
And he's still, he's only been home a month. So
Yeah.
I'm still working. Um, but I think it's really about making your time productive and valuing your time the most and understanding what's going to be worth it for you
Yeah.
and your clients and for you and your family.
Yeah. That's right. And then, so you've been able to do it. You've gotten sellers under contract, got new listings, got new buyers. So you're
Yep.
making it happen.
Yep. I have a listing coming live tomorrow, and then I'm doing a twilight open house on Wednesday, and then a full open house on Saturday. And you just give it your best, right? You're going forward. I'm not letting the market just having it sit. I'm putting my best foot forward.
That's right. Well, that's what we have to do. It's just so are you getting sleep?
What's that?
You're right me on an adrenaline high right now.
What's sleep?
Yeah.
I think the adrenaline thing kicks in a little bit too.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, because I've got a 3-month-old grandbaby, and Allie just told me today that she's sleeping a large chunk of the night, but I think that's hit or miss. So
Yeah, there's some times that my husband is done with his like 1:30 care time with him, and he is just then it becomes his shift is done and mine goes into 4:30. He's falling asleep, and I'm like, Hunter is just on a rampage of inconsolable, can't calm down, goes into the 4:30 we start feeding and all the fun stuff, and then the next time is 7:30, but sometimes he doesn't fall asleep till 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I only have an hour of sleep between 2 and 6, and
yeah.
then I'm up for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that makes for a very hard day.
Yeah.
But that's why you have babies when you're young, like you.
Yeah. I it's really helped me be more productive and
Mhm.
knowing that I have to do something now, because I have to tend to him at some point, and especially when he's asleep, I'm like, let me jump on my computer, get what I need to get done, and then I feel more productive for the day too.
That's right. And you're right. I mean, sending an email out. I had an attorney was making fun of me for sending out emails at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, did it affect you in any way? And he's like, no. I'm like, then let it go because I couldn't sleep and it was stressing me out thinking, oh, I can't forget. I can't forget to do this. Let me just go ahead and do them now. So then I can
Yeah.
quit worrying about it.
That's honestly become my motto, and it's always been, it's like, don't just because you're turning the corner and you're like, "Oh, I'm closer to something and it's a better atmosphere to have a phone call." If it comes to your mind, just get
Do
it
it.
done.
That's
Just
right.
do it.
Otherwise,
You're going to forget, or something's going to come up, or someone else is going to call you. Just do it.
you're exactly right. I need to be better about that too, because a lot of times I will prolong, especially like I've been trying to do better about calling people that I haven't talked to in a long time, just whenever I
Yeah.
remember them. But sometimes that's a little bit awkward call, if you haven't talked to somebody in 10 or 15 years to call and be like, hey, just thinking.
And it sometimes can start with a really soft text like, "Hey, was just thinking about you. I just got a card from a client." Usually it's us giving the clients the card.
Yeah.
I literally just opened it. I'm trying to find, like, where did I just put it? And it's of the sold of their house, like when they were in front of their house, and it's the sold, and it's like the to be family because they're engaged, and it's just so cute.
That's really cute.
So even though
Oh,
it's been a while since I actually talked to them specifically, they went out of their way and gave me a holiday card.
wow. That was
So
sweet and
yeah,
thoughtful. They're your
yeah,
A-list clients.
yeah. I love that, and that's amazing because we really do that for them. So yeah.
Oh, we've got Glenn says he's from that area. That Newport is amazing.
Don't want to, yeah, Providence is another scenario right now that's happening. So
Is that good or bad?
there was a shooting at Brown University in Providence, so that's a whole nother topic.
Uh-oh.
But he was saying Providence. Yes, I've lived in Providence as well, actually near Brown. I went to RISD and I love it. I've lived in 4 out of the 5 counties in the state. So small but mighty.
This is one I got from Mike. I saw that he just was messaging. So thank you, Mike. I've gotten all y'all's Christmas cards too.
I got yours too. I love that. I
Yes.
haven't gotten my act together this year. So I'm hoping to get like a good family photo and then hopefully people get it between Christmas to New Year's.
You know what? Even better. It could just, even if it's out by Valentine's Day.
Hey, I did that one year, and I actually said I did like a really kitschy way even before ChatGPT came in. It
Yeah.
was like, the holidays are through, New Year is in view. I'm your real estate person, here for you or something. Like something of that sorts I did, and it was just the New Year card instead of the holiday card.
That's cute though. Yeah, I think as long as you know what, sometimes I like to do it outside of like Christmas just because we get so many cards in.
Mhm.
And I think if you do it like New Year's or Valentine's Day, then it's like a little that's when nobody else is sending cards.
Sending love,
Yeah,
here's like some, a little reminder of the things you want to do new in the new year.
yeah,
I think
absolutely.
that it's no one really sends cards for the new year, so it's not a bad thing.
See, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
So then so tell me more about Hunter.
Oh, he's been great. He had some small hiccups when we had him in the NICU. Um, but it was an experience, I will say. There's some silver linings to having a baby for 2 months, in intensive care. I had no idea I was going into labor. It was like,
Wow. They just gave you time to
oh,
get ready.
it was a whole thing. We were not ready. I am a testament to the fact that the whole baby bag and getting ready for the hospital bag, you do not need that. Like, I can tell you the only thing you need is your pajamas and your toothbrush if you really want it. So yeah, he's been great, and I'm just really grateful where he is. And I think it's the next level of being appreciative of the smaller moments as
Yeah.
well and the small things. And, thinking about this year, kind of circling it back to Brown University right now is like, there was this school shooting here in Providence, Rhode Island. And I think we have to all just remember that the holiday season is about health, and it's
Yeah.
about family, and it's about like the core of it all. It's thinking of each other, reaching out, saying hello. Like that matters more than anything.
Yeah, you're 100% accurate.
Yeah.
God, those shootings have been scary.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, it's definitely one of those things that, we have to appreciate. And I think through Hunter's experience in the NICU, they've been so amazing at women and infants. It put me into a schedule as well.
Yeah.
And, you go to visit him. It was like big commute sometimes. And it really allowed for me in my business to have time in the morning, know how much time I'm going to see him. And I
Uh,
actually would jump from the hospital to a property in Providence I had.
oh wow.
So halfway through the day, and it was kind of nice. It's almost, I told the nurses, we're actually going there tomorrow. I told the nurses, I kind of said it was almost like primitive of the way that he was born and it was like back in the day, and especially in different cultures, the village or the family raises the baby,
Yeah.
right? You pass off the baby, and so I kind of felt like the nurses were that.
Aw.
So
That's cute.
it
That's a cute
takes
way
a
of looking.
village, right?
Absolutely. That's a cute way of looking at it. And you're going back just to for like a well checkup tomorrow or just to
No, we're actually doing little thank you gifts for the nurses that were like, yeah, we got like custom Yetis for them and everything. So yeah.
oh, that's cute. And they'll love that.
Yeah.
That's thoughtful. That's
My
very
husband's
thoughtful.
making cookies. Like we're putting a little gift bag together for them.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I bet
It took a minute for it to come in. So we're like, just,
I
took a
bet
minute.
you get a cell or 2 cells out of that too.
We'll see.
I
One
bet
of
you
our nurses was like, hey, I'm considering selling at some point. So we'll see.
yeah, okay. Okay, here you go. Here's all my stuff.
It was so funny. She's so sweet, but she told us about she's in Massachusetts. I am licensed in Mass. I just don't talk about it. But she's like, "Oh, we're getting ready to, eventually sell. I want to retire in Florida. I'm almost there. I've got some time still to work, but I've got this pig." We're like, "You
Pig?
said pig, right?" She's like, "Well, when my son was younger, she doesn't like dogs and cats. So she said, give me an alternative."
That is
Give me
hilarious.
an alternative pet. And they came up with back in like 10 years ago, the baby pigs were all the rage. And now this thing's 100 pounds.
Oh, holy shit.
So she's got a pig pet.
A big pig, a 100-pound pig.
She said it was like 90 pounds.
Holy cow. They're supposed to be really smart.
Yeah.
Are they supposed to have like a brain capacity of like a 5-year-old child, I think? Like, they're supposed to be really smart, which
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. So she's like, my son's moved out and I'm stuck with the pig.
I mean, look, Lisa's like, pigs are awesome.
I would love, honestly, I would just love to meet the pig. 'Cause here I've got an amazing NICU nurse, and she doesn't, she's like, I don't like dogs, I don't like cats, but she's got a pig. I'm like, okay, do you?
Hilarious. So
But yeah.
then, and hey, Kelly and Lisa and Glenn and
Hi.
Lori and Mike, thank y'all for watching. And so then, what kind of struggles are you having, Hillary?
I think a little bit is juggling. Some days, just you can do it all. You're not Superwoman, you're not Superman. Like, we do the best we can. Hunter's been on a really good schedule because of the NICU. So but some days he's 45 minutes ahead of his schedule, which throws my schedule off as well.
Yeah.
So he's like, feed me now. I'm growing.
And you're like,
Listen
okay,
to me.
backpedal, reschedule my whole day.
And some days after my husband's done with his, 1:30 a.m. care time with him, he doesn't go to bed till 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm up.
Oh, wow.
So, every once in a while, but then you just get through the day and you tell yourself, you know what? Oh, I'll take a nap at some point during the day. You lie to yourself. The only good lies that you can really tell is to yourself that you're going to get some sleep. And then you really realize that, you know what? You can do it. Like, we get through it. We might forget all these tiny moments, but you're caring for a human. I'm dealing with clients still. I had a client literally last week on Wednesday say, can you come see my house? I'm ready to put it on the market. And we're listing it tomorrow.
Wow.
So you do it, right? That's someone I've known for a while.
Yeah.
So,
and I think clients, as long as they know what to expect, I think as long as you tell them, hey, I need to nap between whatever, I think as long as you are just very transparent with them and they know what to expect, then I think it's easy.
Yeah, and I've learned that I just try to go to bed early.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I try to go to bed at like 8 or 9 o'clock. Try some nights. It's hard because you just, at the end of the day, you're like, I kind of want to clean the house. I want to do this. I want to like veg out and watch a Christmas movie. And then you're like, no, I have to go to bed. And if I don't, I'm going to screw up the next day.
Yeah, I remember my ex-husband would always want me to stay up late with him, and I would try some nights, and then some nights I was just like, dude, like I could stay with you as late as you want me to, but at the end of the day, they're still going to wake up every 3 hours to get fed. Like, I still like, and you'll be snoring, and I'll be the one suffering through it. So,
and that's what I've learned too, is you have to almost value your time more, because you have to say, I'm sorry, it's not my care time with the kid right now. I'm going to go take care of me. Your turn to take care of him, and I will take care of him at 4:30 in the morning.
But that's nice that he has stepped in and is giving you that time, and that you've already worked it out. Like, this is your care time. I think it's cute that you call it care time.
That was the NICU thing, and I kept it because it's like lately it's like, we might change his onesie, so it's really just kind of an all-in care time.
Whatever
like,
you do during that time.
Whatever you do, it's just checking in with him. Like, do we need to bathe him? Let's bathe him at his care time and not piss him off in the middle of like him sleeping.
That's right.
So it's just, we've learned really from the NICU experience in that way.
Well, that was good too. I mean, as far as just as a new parent, having them put them on a schedule and train you the care time and what's needed.
That's half the battle, is training the parents, they say.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I can see that.
And Mike's
wife, I mean, it's sad that he had to go in NICU, but that is like an upside, I guess, to it.
And I got to actually heal while he was being taken care of, which was, everyone kept asking like how I was, and I was like, I'm healing without having to pick up a baby, or it was a weird thing. It was hard, not gonna say that, but it was like, that was the silver lining, right? You have to think of it that way. And Mike's wife Carrie was very supportive too. There was some amazing Remax agents who reached out and during that, because she was a NICU nurse too. So that's very cool.
That is very cool. And then another baby. Is there another baby on the horizon?
We discussed that we're gonna at least try and get through him. least we've got at least a year. We just don't know what's gonna, we've been very grateful about like his how he came and everything and just all of that. So I think just giving ourselves a little grace on that and like, let's get through the next year and see how we do, like we never
No,
know if
that's
we're just
smart.
like, we're done.
Yeah, and enjoy it. Because my daughter, all she does is talk about having a third, and the baby's only 3 months old. And I'm like, girl, just like pause for a second. Like, let's enjoy what you have before you start planning the next. It's like,
And I'm enjoying like moments with him, honestly. Is like, especially 4:30 in the morning, I think is kind of my favorite time. Because I get to sit with him, and even though I'm supposed to be feeding him, he goes by bottle. I just look at him and I'm like, you're so cute. And I'm just like, I'm so grateful for him. I'm like, you're so cute.
Cute. And he looked big to be 2 months early. How big is he? How much does he weigh?
So he was born at 3 pounds, 4 ounces, and right now he's 8 pounds, 4 ounces. So he beefed up.
A lot, right? I mean, thank God, because 3 pounds, I cannot even imagine. That's
He was tiny. He was very, very tiny. He came out pretty much like his head was probably the size of my fist.
Oh, wow.
I think it was. We did like kind of a comparison. So, and it was hard because you had all these tubes and things all over. So it also taught you like sensitivity, like little things like that. How are you holding him? How are you dealing with that? And I honestly think, especially because right now I have more clients that have kids, which is amazing. And it's taught me like to be, I think my Raz is on, with the Raz. Yeah, like your Raz is on a little bit more. And you're more sensitive to it, especially with other clients and stuff.
I think that's sweet. And your clients with kids can relate. I always felt like children and grandchildren made me a lot more relatable.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. It's like when you get a dog and everyone's like, oh my God, the dog. And
That's
that's the same thing with kids,
That's
it's
exactly right.
Definitely. So I've enjoyed having him home.
Yeah, but he said the tubes and the pokes and prods were the worst.
That was hard more so because of the fact that, you don't want to hit something and be like, oh no, what did I hit?
Pull it out or something.
So that was kind of the hard part of it. And you're also like, oh my gosh, this being is beyond tiny. And I'm responsible for it. Who made me responsible? So I think it's taught me. I'm trying to see if I can find, here we go. This is the photo. I'll see if I can.
Oh my goodness. Look how tiny.
Yeah.
I mean, so even like his head just fits in like your little fingers.
Yeah. So you can kind of see his finger. That's
his whole hand holding up. Wow.
Like not even one notch of my thumb.
Wow.
Now he's almost got my whole thumb. His hands are getting a little bigger.
That's sweet. That just made me kind of sad to see that picture with him so small.
He was a little guy. He was definitely a little guy. So this was 10 days into him. I think it was 10 days. Yeah. He was 10 days old there. Wow. But yeah. And it's, we actually, what I loved is that during the whole thing, I journaled. I actually needlepoint now.
Yeah. Makes you relax, right?
It does. And it's almost like completing a project and I could take it with me. And I've done it in the past, but I brought it back and I'm like almost done with this one piece. I'm so excited. Aww. And but the one thing I brought back that I also am bringing into my clients' experience is I'm taking Polaroids. And I have a whole Polaroid book from the NICU experience. Aww. And now I'm doing Polaroids for my clients as well. So on top of obviously celebrating them the way we do, I'm doing an actual Polaroid. So I get a Polaroid and they get a Polaroid for their closing day. So it's just a fun old school way of being like, you get to keep a physical piece of that day. Yeah.
That's exciting. And I bet they love it too.
Yeah. We do the digital as well too. So
yeah. Well, that's cute. And then you're right. Then they could have something to walk away with, which is always nice too. Yeah. Now, are you framing? Are you doing anything with it or just handing it to them?
I should. I should. I know that they have those magnet frames
Yeah.
as well, and I should probably like buy a bunch of those magnet
Oh, that
frames.
would
So
be
I'm like,
cute.
here, you pick, I get one, you get one, you get the frame, and then
Yeah,
they can put it on their fridge or something.
that's cute. That would be
Yeah.
a good idea. So
Yeah.
then what does the future hold for you? Are you going to any of the conferences?
Right now it's TBD for R4. It's going to depend on Hunter and his development and where I am and things like that. I do want to start exploring other conferences as well, like just seeing what else is out there that I haven't been to.
Mhm.
Are there any that you are looking at for the horizon for yourself?
I am going to go to Celebration. I know our friend Colleen is speaking at it, so I told her I would go and support her
Yay. Oh,
there.
that's amazing.
I think that's in March. And then I'm also on the fence for R4. I haven't done anything for that yet. And then I'm signed up to do a Mike Ferry one in California in January.
Amazing. I've considered Celebration.
Yeah, Celebration's good. I went last year. I went like out of the past 5 years, I think I've gone 3 out of 5 years. And I've
Yeah.
liked it. I really like
Yeah.
it.
I'm thinking Celebration might be like on the horizon for me more than R4. We'll see.
It's
Just because of
smaller.
also the time, because
Yeah.
March versus February, even though it's a little bit,
Well, it
isn't
gets
it
them
like,
another month.
yeah, it gives a little bit more time.
Mhm.
But we'll see. Where is it this year?
I think is it in Austin? No, it was in Austin last year. I think it's in Dallas this year.
Cool. Never been.
Haven't actually signed up for it yet, but I am. That is on my
Never been to Texas. So I actually think I've only been like as a layover, but I would love to go.
well, yeah, especially in March. I've only been to Dallas once, and I went when the luxury conference was there maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and it was hot. I mean, hot. It was like 112 degrees. I'm used to hot. I am not used to 112 degrees. I thought I was melting. And I just
Oh,
started menopause. Oh my God, it was horrible. It was horrible.
oh, yeah.
I thought I was dying.
That's when you're just like in a bikini looking for the pool.
Yes,
You're like, where's the
yes.
pool?
Oh my God.
Um,
But the hotel did have it was cute. They had like those stands that people get pictures on and it spins them around and you'll get a whole bunch of people on it and you get these like pictures and videos
the
of you.
360.
Yes, they had that, but with in a booth. And you weren't actually moving, the booth around you was moving. It's spraying you with sunscreen.
I was gonna say that's like a spray tan.
Yeah, it was sunscreen. It was you had to put
Oh,
these things on your eyes
fun.
and it went around and did sunscreened you. It
I
was
feel like they
kind of
need
fun.
they need that at the beaches. That's cool.
Yes, they do. I've never seen it any other place other than Dallas.
Yeah. And
So,
here I am, it's like snowing here. So I'm like thinking of sun.
yeah, it's cold here. Let me see what it is, but it's not snowing. We'll rarely get snow, but it is really cold today, like in the 20s, I think, which we never usually get either.
Oh
And then
yeah,
next week it's
that's
supposed to be in the
here.
70s. It's
Jeez.
34 degrees today, but then next week it's supposed to be 75. I mean,
So
that's
do you own a coat is my question.
yeah, I do. Of course I own a coat.
You're like,
You're right.
I
You're
have
gonna
a
love it
coat.
because it'll look like one you would own too. Hold on, let me show you.
It's so funny. I feel like I have a coat forever. Oh yeah. Wait, hold on.
You have the same one?
Do we have the same coat? No.
It's pretty similar.
Very
Mine's Michael Kors. What is yours? If they
Vodka,
were,
this one is. Oh, but very similar.
it is very similar. Yes. Well, and it's funny because yes, if I have a coat, but you also have to imagine that here, 34 is really cold to me.
I'm not disagreeing. I mean, it's cool for me too. Some days I'm mentally in Florida as I'm going down and there's ice and you can't even see 2 feet in front of you. And
Yeah,
I
we
was
went
on
to Chicago last weekend to visit Mark's family, and it snowed on the last day. And he was driving to the airport, and I thought, holy cow, how are we driving? You can't see.
yeah.
Couldn't see the road, couldn't see anything, but we made it safely, thank God.
I went to go see a client the other day and I saw 4 cars literally like the accident actually happened. Like one went to the left, one went to the right, one kind of slid a little bit. But I will say, having a child, you're just like, okay, I'm not speeding anymore.
Yes, no, because you got
Like,
some
we're
very
not
precious
playing that
cargo.
game.
No. We've got
Mm-mm.
some precious cargo in that car with you.
Yeah. Even though I was alone, I was like, the baby needs me. Nope, nope. The baby
Yeah,
needs me.
that's right. That's right. Look,
Yeah.
27 degrees. No, that just sounds miserable. So,
Mm.
what's your temperature actually like, Hillary?
Pardon me?
What's your temperature?
Probably 35 on average around here, but it's been pretty cold lately.
Yeah, we've got a cold
Like,
snap there.
and the one thing about living in Rhode Island is that at like 4:15ish, 4:30, it gets to be pitch black.
Oh shit! So it's early.
Mm-hmm.
It does here, but more like 5:15, which I still think is early, but not in the fours. That's really early.
Yeah. It's
Chicago
like
was like
4 o'clock. It's pretty dark.
that was like I told Mark I didn't realize at 4:30 their sun went down in Chicago. Yeah, it's cold.
That's the only hard part, I would say, is like living in the Northeast. It's just, you're going to work in the dark and then you're coming home in the dark. We're built different.
Yes, you need to make the move.
Yeah. So
Have you been in Rhode Island? Like, how long have you been in Rhode Island?
oh my gosh, since 2008,
Oh, wow,
technically.
a long time.
Yeah.
You were a baby yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. 2008. And my mom told me back then, she goes, you can come. So I'm originally from New York. And she goes, you can come back to New York and have a free place to live and you can sort it out, or you can figure it out in Rhode Island. I said, I'm going to figure it out in Rhode Island.
Good for you.
And back then, especially 2008, 2008, 9, 10, yeah, somewhere around there, it was hard. It
Yeah,
wasn't easy.
I can imagine.
And I just remember there was a couple, I was in my early 20s, and you're just like, some days you're just asking mom, hey, can you help me with rent? Can you do
Yeah,
this? And so at a certain point, even though the invitation to go home was there, I said, nope, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to hustle.
and you
I'm
did
gonna,
it. You did it.
yeah. And it's living in a beautiful place. I've had a lot of people from home move here, second homes, first homes. It's a great place to live.
And you said you're originally from New York?
Hmm. Right outside the city.
So you're not too far, but you're enough away.
3 hours.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
Well, that's good.
yeah.
Well, awesome. Was there anything else you want to say in wrapping it up?
No, I think just what it's all taught me by having, by having a kid is understanding that your time is precious, your client's time is precious, and vice versa. Really understanding that you can block out your time, and that actually makes it more successful than doing one thing throughout the day poorly.
That's a good
I
point.
think it's just like, I've got 20 minutes and it's a solid 20 minutes. I got to get it done and I've got to focus on this. And that's really helped for sure.
Isn't that funny? I know back like a million years ago, I used to set timers for me to do everything because I am so ADD that I could be real extremely scattered. But what I noticed is if I set a timer, like, okay, I'm giving myself 10 minutes to clean the kitchen. For
Yep.
10 minutes, I'm just going to focus on nothing but the kitchen or whatever it may be, that it did help. So it's sort of like what you're saying is like, hey, I know I have this hour, 2 hours, 30 minutes, whatever. I'm going to maximize it.
And that's what I had a coach for years pretty much give me a little timer and do the same thing. And here I'm paying thousands for someone to tell me. Now I've got an 8-pounder who's
That's
telling
over
me
there.
the same thing. You've just got to really set your time. You've got to time block. You've got to focus on it, and you've got to value yourself and your client's time too.
That's right. That's right.
So,
And you'll be more productive, right?
yep, exactly.
Yes. Well,
Well,
good.
thank you.
Yes, thank you for coming. I just appreciate you, and I'm so glad that you joined. I wasn't sure. I mean, never know when somebody has a new baby, and so I appreciate you making the time.
Thank you for the invite. I appreciate it.
Yes, and I'm glad I got to meet him, if it was only for a second. I was waiting for your husband to put his head in there so I can meet him.
Here, I don't know if he's here. Could do one last cameo. 1 second.
Yes, let's do it.
Papa.
Yeah, after I fucking.
So, Oh,
Look,
hi.
Eric, hopefully you're on here now so you could see the baby. Look how, hey, Hunter,
Oh. He's like in the
look at you. Hi, cutie patootie. Oh, he's like, Mom, what are you doing to me?
He's like, I was in the middle of feeding.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Hand you back to Dad. Thank
Okay.
you so much,
Thank you,
everyone.
Hillary.
Have a
Yes,
good
and Merry
holiday.
Christmas to you. Yes, happy holidays.